Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Absolutely love to have you here. I'm super excited for this video. So I jumped out of the bed and was super energetic. So I decided to do a daily, crypto update video. And I want to talk about like my hypothesis and my formula, what I'm going to execute in this bull run and also for the next kind of like bear market. So, I learned it from Charlie Munger and Warren Buffett and my multimillionaire mentors. They always try to think ahead. Like they want to think so like as far as possible and then bring that vision. Okay, so basically, then bring that vision to the present. So basically, if you look at like Amazon or any big company, they think like, they think like mega huge vision, and then they bring that vision in the like this present moment, and then they start to, basically working their way in. So they start here and then they come here, like they push it the boundaries, they go a little bit further and then they come back here and then they do it again. Okay, and then they come back here. So they basically kind of like leapfrog, thinking super like as far in the vision as or future as they can, and then they bring to the present and then they try to leapfrog with that. Usually it goes like super like way you need to fine tune it. For example, if you look at like Google or Apple, there's always like product updates, right? Update means that there's something wrong with the shit, right? Because if you didn't need update, it would be great product already, right? So update means that like there's something wrong with it. So if you look at the crypto gaming, the membership here, I really do a lot of updates because the crypto market moves 24/7. Okay, you need to stay on top of it. You basically need to stay on top of it, but you also need to have longer term vision. Okay, you need long term, like what is happening here. And one thing that I want to show in this video here, and is my like what I'm personally going to do in the next like basically next 6 years or so. Okay, this is what I've been planning. And let me start off with like just like voting a great investor. This is basically a giant. Like there's the saying, I can't remember who it says, but I only appear big because I'm standing on the shoulders of giants. So basically I only like know this stuff because I follow the best of the best, like go straight to the top. Like Howard Marks is like he is one of the best investors and best investing teachers. So if you look at the book Mastering the Market Cycle, I highly recommend you get these books. So Mastering the Market Cycle, then there's also Snowball by Warren Buffett. That's a great book. So get these books and just like have them around you. People always ask me like, is it good to have like Kindle book or normal book? You need to know like these are, make the books your friends. Like a lot of people, like the education system has fucked their brains, so they basically they read one book and then they throw it away. You want to have like 100 books that you read over and over and over again. If you read Arnold Schwarzenegger's Total Recall, he built muscle by repetition, and then he got into the movie real estate business. He made millions with real estate by repetition. He repetitioned the the audiences on the the houses, and he just repetitioned that with a mentor. And then he got in the movie business. Okay, he wanted to be like, it was unheard of, like he couldn't even speak. He was like, oh, he was like, oh, and then in Hollywood, like you can't even speak. But then he became the actor, because the most high-paid actor pretty much ever, because he repetitioned it. And then he became like a freaking. He wanted to become a president, but he couldn't because he wasn't Native American, so United States citizen. So he became governor of California, I believe. Yeah. So he got everything that he wanted just by sheer repetition. Okay. So he's just also a normal guy, but he drive and he understood the power of repetition. And how it brings here is that right now, if you look at the mastering the market cycle, how big boys have made the money is they have mastered the market cycle. If you look at Ray Dalio, all these big guys, they have made the money because they have mastered the market cycle. So that's why, market cycle is, you need to study it super in depth because it repeats. There's this is super like in-depth book. There's economic cycle. There's there's the cycle, okay, and then there's cycle inside the cycle, okay. But I don't want to get too in depth here. But basically, what I'm trying to say here is that the cycle repeats. Right now, we were in the bear market here, okay, and now as the bull run starts rushing, we will have the bull run, and then we have a bear market, okay? And then the cycle repeats, okay? So now as we are here, I want you to make millions of dollars here. I need you to make millions. So basically, if you're buying right now, if you want to see what I'm buying, go to wolflopez.com or wolflopez.com/trial if you want to join. Like I have membership where I show exactly what I'm buying. And like why I'm buying everything like that, how to buy, all that stuff. Because my goal is to make $10 million in the next bull run. I've been here since 2017, guys. Like it took me years and years of suffering to understand the cycle. Right now, I spotted the crypto gaming, and I have spotted like go in depth on it and found the best gems in my opinion, and have dollar cost averaging in here relentlessly dollar cost averaging here for a year since 2023 early January. I built the positions. Now as we start the uptrend here, I need you to sell here. Okay, I need you to take money out of here. You need to basically sell everything. If you're in the low caps, they are super high risk. If you're about like ETH and you're buying it here, you can save some ETH because if you're like a long-term investor. But for these low caps, a lot of these low caps will go to zero in the next bear market. Or if they don't go zero, they will go super lower prices than here. So you basically want to sell everything here. And then the cycle will repeat. A lot of people on Twitter and a lot of people are just like, overall, they are just talking their mouths there. They use cognitive biases to sell you something or want to scare you or get likes or clicks or something like that. But the cycle will repeat. It will repeat. There will be a new crypto cycle, okay? They'll like read the Mastering the Market cycle. These guys have been like farming the market cycles for, hundreds of years. So, these are old guys. Well, not maybe. Well, Charlie almost was like 100, so. But he wasn't farming it since he was babe. But basically like 50 years, 60 years, 80 years in some cases. So, but we will farm the cycle. So right now the point here is to buy the low cap gaming tokens. I'm buying low cap gaming tokens. There's also other opportunities. There's tons of opportunities depending on your skill set. But for me, like there's AI, there's real world assets, there's the layer ones, layer twos, anything that you like and you are super interested about, and you need to have second level thinking. You need to have kind of like you need to know something that other people don't have. Have kind of think it as like the easiest way for me to think it is like a secret. When you know something that other people don't. So for example, like a lot of the picks that I have, for example, Lit Labs games, a lot of people weren't talking about it, and it was kind of like a secret project. If you go to Twitter, nobody was talking about it. Right? But then when it got out, it 10x'd like instantly. So that's what we're talking. It has to be like kind of like a secret. Okay, we buy these projects that are kind of like secrets here. Okay, dollar cost averaging in slowly, and then they will make like anywhere between 10x to 1000x. I had multiple 10x's in 2023. Okay, and now in this 2024, I'm looking to make like 100 axes, right? But there can be 1000 axes, but 1000 axes are just like it is like it's such a big gain that it happens if it happens. You know what I'm saying? But if you make like 10 axes back to like some 100 axes, 50 axes, you will make a lot of money. So I need you to make right now. I need you to make like at least $1 million in my opinion. You need to make like at least $1 million. You can do it. Okay. So now as you make the X amount of money or whatever money, is your what is in your how do I say this, because there's with money you can track, like if you show me your bank account, I can exactly see like what your mindset is. The money correlates to mindset like 100%. Okay, so basically whatever your mindset is in, that's the money that you can get. Okay, so I also need you to like up the whatever you think you are worth. So Naval Ravikant has a great saying about this. Like when he started out, he thought that he really like he persuaded himself and he was like brainwashed himself to think that his hourly rate should be $5,000 per hour. That is a great thing to do, because then you understand your value. Okay, and because if you value yourself and you set such high standards for yourself, you have to get that knowledge and you have to get to that level. And you will get to that level if you believe and just grind on it. It will eventually happen, but it will take 1 year or 2 years longer than you initially think that it will. And it takes 10x the time, money, and energy that you think that it will to get to that goal. But you can get to that point if you stay focused and you stay on it, and you work on it. But once you get there, you make big money. right? And you have, become more. And if you want more, you need to become more. A lot of people are like, they want to stay, like, if you are staying average, you can't get, if you're average, you will get average result, right? Like, that's just like a super common sense, but common sense is not common anymore. So if you want above average results, you have to become above average person. So that's why today when I woke up, I was like super motivated, and I watched, the private telegram group that we have here. I was looking at the way the people write in the members. I'm like these guys are winners. Like, these guys are like super proud to see, because if I go to Twitter, there's tons of like people, they don't even know how to fucking spell. Like, they don't know, like, blah, blah, blah. They are they don't know how to write. But I was looking like, these guys write smart. What they do, they dollar cost averaging slowly. They really know what they're buying. They really think like, if this is this a good pick for me, or you know what I'm saying. So I was like, wow, this is like, these are millionaires in the making, like 100%. So that you become more, and you will get the better result. So right now, become more, learn the market cycle, dollar cost, learn what you are know, learn a niche, go niche, buy dollar cost averaging in picks, then hold, and then sell here for the great profit, at least $1 million. Let's do the math. So here's basically the millionaire math, not millionaire math, billionaire math, okay? Because I only try to learn from super rich people. Because there's a billionaire, if I get 1% of his wealth, like, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? So, but if there's a millionaire, if you get 1% of his wealth, there's nothing. So, anyway, so you want to, 40% goes to taxes, 40% goes to investing, and 20% goes to living. Okay, so this is taxes, this is investing, and this is living. So let's say you make $1 million. Here it is. Taxes for 400k, investing 400k, and living 200k. Okay, so then you pay the taxes. You divide this. Let's say the bear market is going to be around 5 years. You take this. Like, let's take the bigger, so you never run out of money. Or, of course, I think a lot of you are, young, so you are still making money working. So that's great. You can also just put all of this back in the investing, which would be better. But let's divide this by 5 years. That would be 40k a year that you could invest. You could live on for the next 5 years without doing anything. That's great. You can even might as well move to Asia, right? If you're, if you don't have anything that's keeping you in your current location, go to Asia. They're super, you can live like a king with 40k a year, okay? But then you have the $400,000 to invest. And then what you do is, you are smart. You are, okay, I'm thinking ahead here. Now, as I make the profit, it will take around 6 months for this to manifest, 6 to 8 months, and it will be brutal. It will just keep dipping and dipping and dipping and dipping, but at some point it's at super lower prices. High caps, okay, high caps are at super low prices. Low caps, as I've been looking at them right now, I really lived the bear market fully. Like, I took it all in. I looked at the market like a freaking maniac. You know what I'm saying? So I understood, like, high caps get to the bottom here, and then they start grinding here, but low caps kind of like need to go like bottom, and then they start grinding here. So basically what I'm going to do in the next bear market, this is going to be around 2020, maybe even 2027 or so, is I'm starting to buy high caps here, dollar cost averaging in high caps, and after around 1 year or so, I start dollar cost averaging low caps. And then in the next bull run, like next, I'm going to make ridiculous amounts of money. Okay? And so this is what I'm personally looking at right now. And of course, it can change. But overall, if you look at how the market works, the cycle repeats. Each cycle will just repeat, guys. It will repeat. So, yeah. So this is what I'm personally looking at. And right now, even if you're starting from freaking zero, if you have never made any money with cryptocurrencies, I believe that you can do this if you basically find someone who is doing it, and then, or a group who is doing. You either need to find someone who is super ahead of you, or you need to find a group that is going to the same direction. If you have, for example, if you have, if you got mentored by Warren Buffett, you can make a lot of money, right? Like, it's incredible amounts of money. But also, if you look at Mr. Beast found guys that were on his level, right? They wanted to get in the same destination, and then they got in as a group. I don't know why people, like school education system never talked about this, but you can find people who are going to the same direction as you and then push it to the freaking limits and make the work and get there together. I mean, you look at Mr. Beast. He had like that's how he did it. Like they are still running. They have like 5 people, but now they have expanded to a lot of people. But he started solo, but you can get only so far with solo, guys. You can only so far with solo. When you have a lot of like people, not only just like random people who are dedicated to their, success, it compounds. It's if you read the whole what is like think and grow rich. There's a section called mastermind, and I was reading like the Rick Ross has a great biography. Rick Ross has a great biography. He's like a straight A hustler. Like he's worth like worth like $200 to $300 million. And he has a great he has a street kind of like knowledge, but it's the real stuff. Also JC, he has an interview with Warren Buffett. Like these rap guys, some of these rap guys have like started with rapping, but now they're moving more into like business, and they are making great money there because they have a great brand. They can make great brand deals. Basically they get attention, right? So money follows attention. Anyway, so the point here was that I actually forgot what the point was. But anyway, so this video has been going on for a while. But ultimately the point, I don't know what I was talking with the Rick Ross. I got sidetracked there. But ultimately the point is that there's a lot money to be made. And if you just, if you just do it, if you know the step, like the thing with, so there's health, wealth, love, and happiness. So I can't measure your, basically, for example, love or happiness or health. Health you can kind of, we can measure it, right? We can measure it, but we can't let's say we measure. This is very important. If you have somebody who's super in shape and you measure his health, you can't copy it exactly because every human is a different. Like we have a different, pool of genes. So somebody, for example, dies if he eats an apple, and maybe that guy just eats apples, and that's why he's healthy. So you can't copy it exactly. But when it comes to money, you can see the bank account. You can see where your mind is. When you look at your bank account, you can see it where your mind is. Okay, how focused you are thinking about money. With money, you can copy what works. You can copy exactly. Let's say that somebody's running paid advertising. If you know the exact funnel and you take it and you steal it, you will start printing instantly money. So if you can do the same framework, if you know exactly the peaks, if you know exactly the strategy, you can copy and then you can make a lot of money. The only thing there is that you need to make freaking sure that who you're copying is actually doing the stuff and actually qualified to, that you actually want to copy, and he's like that the person is not giving like random coins and stuff like that. So for me, I can't guarantee, results. I can't do that. But for me, I'm sharing this because I wish that somebody would have shared this with me back in 2017, because it would have cut years, like it can cut literally, it can cut like multiple 7 years of learning. It can cut through that 7 years of learning, and it's painful. I have made so many mistakes, man. Like I'm still making mistakes, but I'm learning from them, and ultimately it will compound. But what I can share with you here is that this is what I'm doing. And here, so basically I'm buying pigs. I have bought last year. I bought pigs. Right now like this morning I just bought another token that I've been looking to buy for a long time. I started dollar cost averaging yesterday, buying, and then I'm just holding for 2024 to 2025. Then I'm selling. If you are in the membership, I will say when I'm selling. Like I'm saying when I'm buying, and I will say when I'm selling. Okay. As good as I can. So for example, there has been times when I have bought, but I have not said in the for example, the membership, because I was visiting my relatives, or I was away from computer. I was just like buying with phone, and then I kind of like forgot, and then it was already you know what I'm saying. But there are, I can't do it like exactly, because that would be, so I actually tried that in 2022, but it became super draining. But if I can say like 95% of what I'm doing, okay, because I'm basically what I'm doing. I'm saying, showing the picks that I'm buying, and then I'm slowly dollar cost averaging in. So if I'm slowly dollar cost averaging in some picks, for example, I'm buying with $100, I don't feel like making a video. Hey, now I bought with $100, because for like, let's say that I bought like with seven different picks, and some I bought with $80, some with 150, and I just doing that for a long period of time. It's just like I didn't do that. I didn't do it like exactly, but I did as best as I could, and I see the results in the membership right now. People absolutely printing, and for a lot of these, like for example, even if like Elite Lab games, if you haven't got a small bag of Elite Lab games, it could pay for the membership for years. Okay, I mean, so that's why then you can just like be there. So and it's very powerful to have accountability. Like if when you join the membership, there's guys who are crushing it. We are going to make millions, right? So you get to that same room, you get to that same vibration, you get to the same mindset, and you see how we operate here. Okay, so so of course this is a completely new niche, and nobody knows exactly what's going to happen. But I think that in the longer time frame, it will work out. It will work out. Read the Mastering the Market Cycle by Howard Marks. Market cycle will just repeat and repeat and repeat and repeat. I'm telling you. So this is my kind of like a 2020. I think it's 2030 maybe even, right? So that's pretty crazy. So, but this is what I'm basically looking at. And if you're watching this right now, like there's time. Right now you can still dollar cost averaging great picks, still make great money in 2020, 24 or 25. Sell taxes, leave whatever you want, and then dollar cost averaging in. First, right now my hypothesis is first high caps, then low caps. Okay. And in this bear market, I'm only focusing still on crypto gaming. But in the next bull run, in the next bear market, I'm looking in the multiple niches. That's what I'm looking at right now, and I'm really studying it. Like how Naval Ravikant, like he's in this multiple like. Well, ultimately, it's still in crypto niche, but I want to try that. I want to try that, because if you look at like Warren Buffett, Charlie Munger, they're also in multiple. They're kind of like, they have like bubble gum. They have different type of stuff. If it just makes sense, they get in, right? So that's what I'm looking here. So yeah. By the way, this is what the markets look right now. Okay, 43k Bitcoin, 2k ETH, and yeah, absolutely super excited for this year. Anyway, thank you so much. I hope that you learned something here, and yeah, this is super, like this stuff nobody talks about this in my opinion. So at least I have never found it. I had to like read multiple things and just piece this out, you know what I'm saying? And I need to force myself to think into the bigger, and I need to also, I want to say this, I need to force myself constantly out of the comfort zone. Like I need to just like push it to the limits all the time, because that's how you really grow. Anyway, so if you want to join, go to wolflopez.com/formula or wolflopez.com. And if you want to join the membership, go to wolflopez.com/trial. I created this trial, like super no-brainer. You get $7, 7-day trial, and 7 free bonuses. Basically access to everything. If you like it, you stay. If you don't like it, you cancel and you don't stay. Okay, it's very simple. So I think that this is super. I want to make it super no-brainer, because everybody has the money to join, and if they don't like it, they leave. Okay, and those who love it and like it stay, and we are going to print money. Okay, anyway, results not guaranteed, and yeah, thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next video. See you tomorrow. Yeah, thank you so much, and peace out. Thank you.